of these. It's called the Bell & Howell Bionic SolarPowered Spotlight. Anybody out there that needs light, this is the perfect light for everybody. First of all, there's no wiring, there's no cords. It's solar, so it works on, with the light of the sun. It's ideal outside in front of your garage, your entryway. All you do is screw it in, or you can even stick it on with the sticky stuff, and you're good to go. That's all you need to do. It has a giant solar panel on top, and this is not a landscape light. This is a spotlight, all right? This is gonna give you plenty of light. It's also gonna give you light round the clock as long as you need it, as long as it's out there and it you know, you got sunshine during the day, you're gonna get wonderful, wonderful light. It is motion activated too, so you know, as you pull in with your car, the spotlight will go on. As soon as you go in, the spotlight will automatically go off. If the kids are out there playing, it'll stay on while they're playing. As soon as they leave, it'll automatically turn off. Ideal for a driveway, entryway, as a landscape light. You can use it for that, as an accent light for anything out in your yard when you're walking out there. You could put it near your recycle bins or your garbage cans, so when you walk out, there's gonna be light there. It's perfect. No wiring, no mess. It is the lowest price I've ever seen at $17.95. 697-323 is the item number. Let me get our very good friend Lou Caputo, who's here. Lou, the Bionic Spotlight has taken the world by storm. This has been so popular here at HSN, and I think because it's easy. Anybody wants light, easy.
Oh yeah, no, this is your project, it's my project, it's the kind we love. It's simple to do, you know what I mean? Because all you've got to do is take this and mount it on any flat surface, you know, and it articulates really well. We give you a set of mounting stakes with these, so you can put them in the ground like I have here in this potted plant. I mean, there's so many ways you can use this, but this is a safety and security light, and that's what this is all about. It's motion sensor activated, it knows when it gets dark out, so there's no timers to mess with or anything like that. When you look at the front of this, you've just got this whole ring of 8 LEDs on the front of this, and they're each and every one behind its own individual lens. So when these come on, they are super duper bright. These are all surface mount diodes that are inside of this here. So you get a tremendous amount of light from these guys. It has one of the largest solar panels I've ever seen. And what I like about this is the solar panel is actually mounted to it. Because, you know, I hate it when they have the separate solar panels. So now all of a sudden I got to mount 2 different things, and sometimes the wire between them gets broken. This is attached to it all the time. And as you said, the light will come on the minute it gets dark, and then it will turn itself off again when the motion stops. Otherwise, it'll stay on for about 30 seconds. So I'm going to bring my lights down real quick in here just so you can see. These are the coolest thing. Now, here's what's going to happen. My lights are going to go down. You're going to see some red flashes. That's going to be the motion sensor coming on, and then I'm going to move my hand around, and you're going to see that all of a sudden these lights are going to go on. Okay, so lights go off. You see all the little red dots, and now I move my hand. And you can see all of them have come on here. I'm gonna see if I can get the one that I've got right here. Sometimes they won't come on because it's too bright. Yeah, the other lights are just throwing off. Oh, it came on for a second. The other lights are throwing off too much light here. But when you look at these, I mean, look at the light that's coming off them, guy. The quality of the light. I can aim this wherever I need to. And as long as I'm moving around, these are going to stay on. So this is the easiest way, guy, to get any kind of safety security lights anywhere on your property.
You know, and you know as well as I do, Lou, how much it costs to install spotlights, especially wired spotlights. You know, if you've got to get an electrician out there to run the wires and all that stuff. And the thing is, how often do you need a spotlight? You want a spotlight when you're there, right? Or when somebody comes onto your property, right? So if somebody, you know, if a bad guy comes in, walks into your yard, and you've got the motion sensing spotlight out there, it's gonna turn on. That's the time you want it on. If you leave those on 24/7, you're gonna kill yourself in energy costs. These are 0 energy costs, all right? 0 replacement of bulbs. You have a very large solar panel on the top, which you can articulate into any direction to make sure it maximizes the sun during the day. And then at nighttime, see, there you go, a perfect example right there. If you wanna use it as a cookout light, right? Your barbecue light. And I love that it turns off when you walk away. If maybe you're walking your girl home at the end of the night, whatever, and you want a little light when you walk in. Maybe you want to put it in your carport, right? In an area where you know, you pull in, you can't see getting your key into the door. It's ideal there. Front door, back door. It's ideal. I love the idea of putting it near your garbage bins or recycle bins, right? Because it's going to sense motion. So if there's a skunk or something out there, hopefully the skunk will set off the motion light before you get out there, and you'll be aware. This is the light itself, and I'll show you a close-up of mine if you couldn't see Lou. So here it is. Lou had mentioned you can articulate it into any direction that you need. That's the solar panel is actually up here. So if you put it on a wall like that, you can move it up, you can move it down, sideways, left to right, and you can articulate it to whatever direction you want. The panel itself, I can't believe this is only $17.95 because really what you wind up paying for here is the giant solar panel. And look at all the individual panels there. They're going to soak up the sun all day. So you're never going to have to mess with this. And Lou and I, you know, we had said this and we say it every show. You know, we're pretty much over the what we call the COVID do list. We don't need. We've done so many things, renovated this, did that, changed that. You know, we've done a lot of projects, and just like some other loose products like the no dig edging and things like that, we want stuff that's easy. This is an easy fix. If you've always wanted light in a certain area at the exterior of your home, this is the way to do it, and you will never pay a penny for it once you do it because it's all powered by the sun. By the way, I have two colors available. It comes in black and it comes in white. And if you come in really close, you'll see there's a lot of light that's coming out here. That's because of all the different LEDs that you have inside here. So this is not, and I agree with Lou, it's not so much a landscape light as it is a security light, Lou.
Yeah, no, it is, absolutely. But you know, it's funny, though, because we've all gone through this evolution with these motion sensor lights out there. Like, for instance, this is actually a really good motion sensor light right here with a little cob LED inside of it. But it's got this cord on the end of it. And it's got to be plugged in, believe it or not. So if I don't have an outlet somewhere on my eaves or someplace near this, I can't use this light, okay? And this one gets, you know, believe it or not, it actually does get hot. This is a battery-operated one, and these guys work great, but here's the problem. They're battery operated. My memory's not what it used to be. So I don't want to have to worry about replacing batteries. And the one day I need it, I walk out there and nothing happens because the batteries are dead. When you've got these Bell & Howell spotlights, I'll turn them on. I'm going to let them go on again. When you've got these spotlights, you never have to worry about batteries because the sun is going to recharge them. Now notice the little red lights come on, everything's blinking. I move my hands around here, boom, and all the lights come on. By the way, these will activate up to 25 feet away. So, I mean, I'm just sitting right here in front of them, turning them on because I'm not in a really big room. But you can see how much light, I mean, look at my hands, guy. I mean, that is a lot of great usable light. I have them in my backyard, so when my dogs go out at night and they're, you know, doing their business out there, the lights come on and I can see the entire backyard. I don't have to get up, I don't have to flick a switch. I'm lazy. You know this about me. So I don't have to do anything. This is an easy way to get that light where you need it. I love your idea about the garbage cans too, because I've had that problem with the raccoons. And see how these are staying on as long as I'm moving around?
Every time I walk out there at night, and you know, it doesn't matter where I've lived up in New England. It's actually worse. I think skunks are worse than New England. I don't see too many skunks here, but you do see other little critters kind of wandering around. You awesome just and you know, and you always kind of sequester your garbage cans and your recycle bin in like the worst place of your house where it's the darkest, so nobody will see them. And when you go out there to grab them, I'm always like, oh, please don't let there be anything under the deck because they're right near the deck. You know, you always think that you don't have to worry about that because the light will come on. It's something you can count on. It's something that you can rely on every time you go out there that you're going to have some light. And they, you know, also for just basically for security. You know, if you are worried when you leave your apartment or your house or whatever, maybe your kids are at school and over their garage, you're worried about that area. You know, and it's what's amazing is people don't understand that the garage itself is one of the biggest access points for burglars and thieves, right? Because it's one of the easiest things to get in. You know, a front door with multiple locks is, you know, nobody wants to be in the front of a house, right? But they'll go down the side door or they'll try to get in the garage door itself. You can mount it there so that as soon as it sees somebody walk in front of it, it's going to turn on. Hey, Lou, real quick, they usually stay on about 20 seconds. Is this one any different?
No, this one is like between 20 to 30 seconds. Okay. So I always say 25. But you know what? As long as that motion's going on, they're going to stay on, Guy. And I like what you said about the security aspect of like your garage door, because if you've got one mounted in the eaves or right above the garage door, anything, I'm talking about like when they start coming off the street and getting in your driveway, it's going to go on plenty of distance away.
Yeah, and I'll tell you another thing. Dads will love this. Moms will love it too, but dads, like if you're looking for Father's Day gifts or something like that, or Mother's Day gifts, they will both. And Mom would appreciate it as well. You know, if Mom comes in late from work and she's trying to get her key in the door and she can't see what's going on. And just remember, these just have to get a little bit of sun every day. And with that giant solar panel, it doesn't need 12 hours of sun a day. It'll be fine. If you get 3, 4, 5 hours a day, you're going to get enough to use it, and you're going to absolutely love it. Item number is 697323. Lou, I know you're coming up. We've got the origami 2-pack, and that, I try to explain to people, they're like, why do you do 2? Why do we do 2, Lou?
Because getting origami is like eating potato chips. You can't stop at just one.
That's exactly it. Good answer, Lou. Yeah, once you get one, you're like, why did I get 2 of these? And at less than $10 shipping to get 2 of these, because they come in big boxes, completely assembled, it's a good deal. Lou, the best. We'll see you in a little bit, buddy.
I'll be back, man.
All right, my friend. Thanks so much. All right, come on over. I got something really special. I own this. It's probably